Hi, I'm Jason Sterling. I'm a member of the EA Creator Network, and today is a very special day. Today is the launch of the Sims 4 Marketplace, as you can see here, right? Marketplace. Now, before we get started here, I want to take a look at it. I want to see what's in here. I want to see how much it costs. Most of this stuff is supposed to have been created, well, the new stuff is supposed to have been created by custom content creators that are part of the Sims community. There's also going to be kits, so Maxis and Creator kits from the past. I don't know if creators will still have collaborations now on kits since we have the marketplace. They could just make their own sort of custom content for sale and put it here. Before we get started, you can see here I already have 2,600 coins, right? 2,600 moolah from the Sims game, or for the Sims game. It is from the EA Creator Network. So full disclosure, that came from the EA Creator Network. And as you can see here, it is the equivalent. It would cost like $25 for me to purchase that many coins. It's the equivalent of about 5 kits. Normally, as part of the program, we do receive free access to the kits, like a press copy. That will no longer be the case because of kits being sold through the marketplace. So they gave us these coins as a compromise for that. So instead of getting kits for free, we got a bundle of coins. I'm probably going to spend these coins today. And then if I want to buy a kit in the future and do something with it, then I'll just spend my own money. But that's where this money is coming from today. So full disclosure, this money today, 2,600 moolah coins, that's from the EA Creator Network. Now, also in addition here, you can see we've got several different categories. You have to buy these coins. So we have 200, 500, 1,000, 2,600, 5,500 at different prices. Of course, the more coins you buy, the more you save on the price. Pretty typical for these sort of in-game transaction sort of monetary setups. For $5, it's $4.99. You get 500 coins. That's going to be the equivalent cost of a kit. Here in the United States, all of these prices obviously are in US dollars. I do not know what the conversion rate is for countries across the world. I assume, to be fair, they'll keep a pretty even conversion rate, I hope. But this is $5 US, and that's about what a kit would cost. So we can kind of base our value determination. Kits usually come with roughly 25 items. Sometimes a gameplay item will be included in a kit. These initial makers kits will have no gameplay elements. They're all either build by or cast assets. So they're essentially just reskins of existing assets in the game. It's nothing new. It's not a mod. It is not a mod. There aren't any mods in here. It's just custom content. You can see there's another tab, My Collection. This is going to be all of the stuff, I guess, that I would have, including maker packs, which I can't click on because I have none at the moment. And then we can browse, and I guess this is going to take us to a page like the store, like the EA. We want to go to the maker packs. Ooh, it's number 1. It's number 1. They put that right up front so you can find it. They don't want you to miss it, you guys. Right up front here. We got 25 bucks to spend. Actually, if there was a lot of really, really good stuff, I might spend even more and buy more than 25, but it would have to be pretty good. And so far, I've only seen just a few promotional shots, just like everybody else. And I don't know. We'll see. Some of it look kind of good. So we'll see what we're about to get into here. Okay, so I'm going to jump into Maker Packs here. We're going to click on this and we're just going to look and see what we have. We have right off the bat, there's like 5 across here. And how far down does it go? So about 14 different kits, maker kits at the moment, ranging in price from 200, it looks like, up to 500. So So far, the price is only 200 to 500 on what's being offered here. If you have someone like myself, I'm not really into searching for custom content. I'm not really into looking for it. This is a great way to kind of be introduced to new people. Now, I know what you're thinking, and I'm thinking it too. These are new people that Maxis selected, though, right? These are new people that Maxis chose. And yeah, I mean, sure, that's a little, that's a little worrisome to me. I want to know that it's fair and that it's kept really equitable and that everybody who has the ability, everybody has the talent to create really good custom content has the option to participate in this program if they want to. I don't know anything about custom content, so I would not be a good person to be in this program. That's why I say people who have the ability, because custom content is really difficult to make. But hey, maybe this will be a way to get kind of introduced to some new ideas. We're going to look at these one after another. Okay, now right off the bat, we went first here for Valleja Sims Reader's Nook. I do like the look of this. Has a very traditional sort of masculine library sort of tone to it. It does look nice. So far, I'm just on these first pictures. Now, one thing I don't like this when Maxis does it either, is when the pillows are mismatched and there's, like just stuff just thrown all over the furniture. That really does limit it for me, and especially if there's no swatches where it's not like that. So we'll look through here and see what else we have that's included in this pack. They only had a certain selection of meshes to use. EA, I'm sure, as a way of trying to maintain quality control, they have an in-system development tool for creating custom content. And right now, it includes just a certain range of meshes. I have no idea how many. I don't know how adaptable meshes are to particular designs. Like, I don't know if the mesh that this particular person had, I don't know if every chair just has a blanket thrown over it and a pillow, and you can only change the look of it. So you're kind of stuck with that idea. I don't know. I mean, that definitely looks like a Maxis chair to me. That looks exactly like what they make. Now, on one hand, that's good because I do want the custom content to look good, right? On the other hand, I hope that the creators with this program have enough sort of flexibility to be able to really explore and do things the way they normally would do them. Okay, so we've got a little bit of, sort of description here of the particular pack. Some of really the same sort of look at what we've got available here to purchase. Same vignette shot. Okay, here's what I'm really looking for. I want to see a count of how many items are in this pack for $5. Remember, this is $5 and it doesn't show us how many swatches we get for each of these items, which is unfortunate. I mean, I see a couple of different looks. I'm just making sure and clicking on this stuff to make sure there's not going to be a list showing us how many swatches come with each of these items. That is a really important consideration. Typically with Maxis items in a kit or an expansion pack or what have you, they're going to have a pretty wide variety of swatches. So looking at the pictures, looking at this, I can see two different sort of tones going on. There are 16 items. That is definitely a consideration when it comes to what you want to purchase. You have 16 items. If they're only in 2 or 3 swatches, to me, that really limits the usability and the flexibility of the kit. So I'm really torn there. I'm really torn to see that right off the bat, that I really don't know what comes with this kit fully. I know that it's only got 16 items. I know with a typical Maxis kit, again, I mentioned this at the start, you're going to have maybe 25, sometimes even more. But I think on average, a sort of 25 items in a kit, like the most recent. Okay, so right off the bat, I could say, I really do like this Kleenex box. I like the mirror. I like the rug. I mean, all the items are okay. I don't know. Looking at it, it feels like a lot of stuff we do have, and I'm for sure not going to spend Well, no, not for sure. Because I do know me, and I definitely can see, if I was just in love with even just one item, would I spend $5 on it? I might. I might. If I thought, oh yeah, I'm going to use that everywhere all the time, I might, because I am a builder. And I told someone once a long time ago, if I was building like model doll houses, actual physical doll houses, those sort of furnishings and the things that you buy for those houses are super, super expensive. So yeah, I mean, from that point of view, from that comparison, if I saw something that I just was in love with for $5, I might. I might. I'm not in love with everything here right at the moment. Now, I'm not a big cast person, as I said, but we're going to take a look here. This is only 200, so it's the equivalent of maybe $2 US. I'm gathering, we'll see when we get here, it's all going to be lipsticks. So I don't know, $2 for lipsticks. Now again, I'm not a cast person. If you're a cast person and you want to tell me, Jason, I will pay $2 for the right lipstick, I totally understand. I totally understand. But I don't know if I would, and it looks like we have 5 lipsticks here. But the thing is, again, are there going to be different shades, different swatches underneath each of these lipsticks? In fact, I'm tempted to buy this just to see if there are different swatches underneath it. I wonder too if the actual makers maybe have it on their sites. Not these items. These items in the marketplace are exclusive to the marketplace, but maybe they're promoting it on their sites. So as a buyer, I would be able to see more clearly how many swatches we're talking about. I don't know if I want to pay. This is pretty. This is pretty. It is pretty. I love the gloss on it. Looks really, really good. I don't know if I want to pay 40 cents just for that lipstick though, right? And then I say it like that and I think, well, it is just 40 cents. That's how they get you. That's how they get you. Save yourself. Guard yourself as you go into the marketplace. Because, yeah, I mean, already I look at it and think, well, it's just 40 cents per lipstick. But I probably would only use these couple of darker shades. And so I don't know. That's what you get, though. $2 and you get a selection of lipsticks. There could be other swatches under this. Now, we've got this one here. Of course, I don't know how to pronounce this. I'm going to say Tudtuds. Tudtuds, maybe, right? I do recognize the name. I do recognize that maker. So let's take a look here. This is $5 as well. This is $5, so the price of a kit. We're going to, again, we're really seeing 2 different pictures here, right? So a sort of light version and then a darker version. I do like this stuff right now. I've been working on a mid-century modern kind of build at the moment. This definitely has that sort of vibe. Okay, again, we've got another sort of little description here of what we're getting. 60s and 70s, sort of a buffer zone there, right? Like I definitely think this table would work in a 1950s house or 60s or 70s. So that's kind of telling us what it's about. It's a retro futuristic set. Now this is saying we get 8 retro futuristic items. So let's go down here and see, because it's $5, and see what we get. Okay, so that's what we get. We get this here. Obviously there are different swatches because we can see some of the swatches up here. So I'm going to assume that there are several different swatches. 8 items for $5. It feels a little expensive. It does. Now let me throw in here real quick because I'm talking about this program as I look at this too. The maker gets 30% of the purchase price. So the custom content maker here is going to get $1.50 for each one of these sets that is sold. So if he sells 1,000 of these sets, he'll get $1,500. That's how it works. So I don't know with a lot of makers, I don't know if they're going to look at that and think, okay, I want $1.50, right, for these 8 items, which is pretty reasonable. I mean, I think $1.50 is really not too unreasonable for these 8 items. I don't know about $5. Again, if there was something here that I just was absolutely in love with and I felt like I just absolutely had to have it, I would. But even though I'm doing a mid-century modern build right now, I this is not grabbing me that much. It looks a lot more suburban, and I'm going for a very upmarket mid-century modern look. I'm going to just be honest. I'll be honest as I go through each of these. And I do think this guy is a good custom content creator. I've seen, his stuff before this point. I don't think I would spend $5 on it. I just don't think I would. You're going to get 3 times the amount of items in general in a Maxis kit as you would here. And I hate to say that because I don't know this person personally. He seems to be a really nice person and he does great work, but $5, I don't know. If there was something I absolutely loved, I would. Okay, so we have Cibolette. Let's say Ciboulette. Ciboulette here with the snazzy living room. It is snazzy. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, this is closer to the sort of stuff that I might be inclined to spend more on. And I'll tell you why, because it is so different from the stuff we've gotten with Maxis so far. I love the sort of rounded furniture. And check this out. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. So she's included a picture here. And I don't know if the makers set this up themselves. I'm going to assume they did. But she's included an actual picture of all the different swatches you get, right? So I'm looking at this right now. And this is a big difference. For $4, I'm looking at all this right now thinking, yeah, for $4, that looks like a lot, right? It does. It looks like a lot. You see all of those different swatches. I wish this thing wouldn't jump on me here and change pictures. I'm going to just keep clicking on it. That'll keep it in place. This looks like a lot of stuff for $4. I love the way this artwork looks. Love these sofas. So yeah, I mean, this definitely every single one of these packs should have had a picture like that. Like I said, I don't know if the makers themselves did it. If this maker did it, she's brilliant. I assume it, I don't know that it's a she. Why do I think it's a she? I don't know. But Sai here, Sai is brilliant. That was a brilliant move. I'm really, really glad she did that. This is a snazzy living room. I do really like this style. It has a kind of 80s feel to me, like a 1980s sort of retro feel. I'm very much feeling my 80s right now. I really, really am. Kind of digging the 80s. I was watching like this old movie called like Looker last night. I was watching Looker, Night of the Comet, stuff like that. So I'm kind of feeling my 80s right now. So I love it. This does look really, really, really good. Chic with an attitude. I love this picture. See, this is a great vignette. This really shows this off so well. And it does make me feel this might be like the first one I buy. It might. I'm going to look through all of them, but this might be the first one I buy because I love this sconce. I love this picture. I love this furniture. And I especially love the fact that she put a picture here. This is it. This is the stuff you're actually really getting for $4 because it shows us all of our swatches. And like I said, swatches are very, very important. If I've only got one swatch, I'm only going to be able to use that in one type of room. With this, you can see you've got a lot of, this would look so cool. Like I would love this. But it's like in a teenager's room or maybe a college kid's room or an 80s themed room. I really, really, really do. Okay, so let's get down here. There's 17 items in build mode, which again, because I was commenting on this a little while ago, that's less than a Maxis kit. It is less than a Maxis kit. Maxis typically 24, 25 items. But I really can't get over the fact that when I look at it from this point of view, I'm like, yeah, no, that's a lot. All right, that looks like a lot. Looks like a lot of items. Okay, so we have 6AMCC here. Now, I have interacted with him just a little bit online. Seems like a really nice person. This is 200 coins for these electrical outlets. These are specifically European electrical outlets and European, maybe like switches, right? Wall switches. I'm going to jump on down here real quick so we can see these without the pictures flipping around. Now, be very careful in real life when you're plugging stuff into a European outlet, even when you have an adapter, because I've had 2 friends I've gone to Europe with and they blew out the whole room they're like, but I've got an adapter. I'm like, I think you need a transformer too. Nah, it's going to be fine. They plugged in a hair dryer, right? Plugged in like their iPhone to charge, literally like the iPhone thing, the little thing they plugged in, the adapter and the iPhone little cube blew up. Blah, right? So be careful with these in real life, but for The Sims, super, super cute. I do like these. I don't know how many swatches you get. Obviously, a couple. Now, this shows a couple of different swatches. I think I've seen 3 swatches through here. I love this look. Very nice. Would stand out really well on a wall. I mean, you'd really notice it. Now, I'm going to be honest. I don't know how often. I really don't put outlets in much. We have a little bit of that in the game already, and I really don't use them that often. Now, it's great that it's different. I love the fact that he took a European sort of version with it, right? European version. Because what we have in game right now, I think, is pretty American. It's kind of the American style. We do get 8 items for 200 coins. Now, typically an item with a Maxis pack, the way I look at it, is about 25 cents an item, by the way. So if you have 25 items in a Maxis kit for $5, that's 25 cents per item. It's kind of a weird way to look at it. I don't think everyone would agree with that sort of look. But it's the way I look at it. And in this case, there's actually 9 items, it says here. Yeah, 9 items. So at 25 cents an item, that'd be $2.25. So pretty comparable. Now, they're relatively small. I don't know how many people are going to use them or use these sort of things regularly. It's a great detail item. And it is less than you might expect to pay in a Maxis kit. So from the pricing standpoint, it's pretty good. Okay, I do not know Cryptic Sim. This looks like another sort of makeup kit. It is $5. It's got some little stickers here for their face. It says it's vibrant makeup. Oh, and blemish patches. Okay, so maybe yeah. Now I get what those are. See, I thought they were just wearing those out on the town, which I guess you might to cover up blemishes, right? If you go out on town, yeah, get that. So that's what they are. Now, is that all they are? This is $5. Let's look down here and see what we've got. Now it says, no, there's a lip tint as well. Vibrant makeup and blemish patch collection. Okay, so let's get down here and see what all we actually have here. Okay, a few items here. We've got these blemish patches. We've got 6 of those. We've got a couple of new lipsticks and some new eyeshadows. These are pretty nice. I mean, there's nothing wrong with them. I love the blemish kind of patches are very cute. I don't know. $5 though. $5 is a lot. Now, if you have a sim and you're really, digging it, I can kind of see it. It seems a little high. It's like 50 cents an item, essentially, because there's 10 items. We don't know what swatches we have. I mean, there could be 50 swatches here. I don't know, right? If there's 50 swatches of each of these eyeshadows and each of these lipsticks, well, then I might be like, well, that's maybe not as bad as I think, because 50 swatches is a lot. I have no idea. And I'm not going to spend $5 to find out. In this case, I'm not. Okay, so this is Rustic Nest. I do like the way this looks. It has a charming look to it. It's not exactly my style, and it's not the style that I build very often. Although, I definitely could see these pieces like recently with the adventure pack, Gibby Point. They kind of feel like Brindleton Bay to me a little bit, or maybe Granite Falls if you wanted to build a rental there. It's got a lot of charm. Again, we're not seeing the number of swatches that we have available. And again, it's got this blanket. It's got this blanket thrown over the edge of the bed. Why? Don't these people ever clean up? Don't these people ever clean up their space? You know what? And I don't clean up my space in real life. My house is not spotless. But that's why in The Sims, I like for their homes to be spotless, right? I want it cleaned up. Now, I will say this. This looks great. There's nothing thrown over it. And actually, I do really, really like the style of this. It is rustic. This would look good in a farmhouse. This reminds me very, very, very much of Western Oklahoma. My family comes from Western Oklahoma. I know a lot of people out in Western Oklahoma still. This reminds me very much of that sort of look. So I love that. I could see this on the front porch maybe. You know, I'm looking at these swatches here, and I am feeling it's warming on me. When I first looked at the picture up top, I was like, hey, you know, it's nice. It's okay. You know, it's cool. It's cool. Not really my style, but the more I'm looking at it, the more I can see where it would really fit in my style. There are 17 items here. The price is not bad. Not too bad. I think, what is this, $4 in fact? That's pretty good for $4. I hope there's a lot of swatches, right? I would hope there's a lot of swatches. I really don't know, but I would hope so. I really like this photo frame. I love this. I love this. I mean, really, I do kind of love some of this stuff that I'm looking at. This, I really, for some reason, I just love this design. And especially at only $4. I do think this is worth $4. I don't know. There's just something about it. So we're going to put this one on the short list. We are going to put this one on the short list. I wish they had all the swatches here, but I think this is going to sound crazy. I do think it sounds crazy. I think I would like it even as it is for $4. I think even with no other swatches, I would do something with it. That's so weird. I don't know. Because my first thought looking at this was like, well, this is nice. It's not really my style, but it's nice. But then I started, I don't know. It is kind of my style, I guess. Now, this one by 6am, I think is really going to be closer to my style. I think this is at the top of the short list right now because I'd seen these pictures before. Take a look at a few things here. It's only $4 too, so we'll see how many pieces it comes with. Got some good looks, couple of, sort of promo pieces. Like, I love that bench. I love that. I love these little nesting style tables. This really looks 80s to me. So does this. Is a little bit of a different view. Gives us some ideas of some more of the swatches that we have coming up with it. Let's go down through here. Oh, here we go. You get 10 wood tones. Okay, so that gives us some idea. We've got 10 wood tones. It gives us the type of tones we're going to receive. It's very smart. Very, very smart. Glad to see that. Gives us at least some idea of what we're going to receive here. And there are 8 items. Okay, so 8 items is a little low. It's about 50 cents per item. Now, I don't know how many of these come. I mean, they all look to be made out of wood, or most of them. So if they all come with 10 swatches and there's 8 items, right? It's a little bit better. It is a little bit better. It is still, it does feel, doesn't just feel, it is. I hate to say that because I really like this pack. I hate to say this because I really, really do like this pack. It feels a little expensive. It does. Compared, using Maxis as a basis of comparison in one of their kits, it feels a little expensive. Now, I will say this. It's different than what we've gotten from Maxis, and I love that idea. So, for me, this is still on the short list. It definitely is still at the top of the short list. Mostly because I just really, really like this style. And, well, no and. That's it. I just really, really like the style. And I think for $4, okay. Yeah, I think this is something I will use enough. Okay, so we have Peacemaker next. Now, he is a big, well-known sort of CC creator in the community, of course. I think most people, well, maybe not most people. There's like 85 million players in the Sims world. But a lot of people do know who he is. He's a very high quality, custom content creator. I've used some of his stuff before in the past. I don't really use custom content, so I shouldn't say I used it. But I did download it and I took a look at it in game, and I really did like it. Now, his set is also $4. This is a sort of dining room set. Again, part of it I really, really like. Like, I like the chairs quite a bit, and I like the shape of the sort of display cabinet here, the sort of etagere. But the wood tone on it, I don't know. I'm going to jump down here and see if we see some more. This I like better. This I do like a little bit better, this sort of color tone. It's got a very homey look to it. And again, a bit like a sort of suburban home to it. Now, I will say as we're down here to the bottom, to this stuff, I do really like these accessories. The accessories are super cool. Love this, love this. I wish I could see all the swatches because that would really tip my hand with this stuff. Like, I could see using this in the right color and the right swatch, right? and I just don't know if I would use it with what I'm seeing here. Okay, now rolling right along, we have Mecha Sims here. I kind of like that name. I do. It reminds me of the movie AI, and that's what they called the little robots. You know, those sort of humanoid robots were mechas. So maybe this was made by a robot. No, I don't think so. But it does look, it looks okay. It's going to be kind of a clutter set. It is $4. Let's take a look. Let's jump in here. Let's get the big picture. Not, oh, I like that. Now that looks really good. That looks really, really good. That looks really good. The curve is fantastic. I mean, if it looks this good in game, that's fantastic. It's got a perfect shine on it. I love the style. I love this sort of marbled effect on it, like it's a piece of marble or a piece of stone's been polished. It's a great sort of like art piece, right? Like, what is that for? It's a paperweight. It's a doorstop, right? I just use it to keep the door open so it won't swing closed. So from that standpoint, I do love it. I don't know what kind of swatches it comes in. It's definitely the sort of thing when I'm doing a Sims, sort of like, especially in the kitchen, you know, like where the family has kind of like a little home office sort of set up in the kitchen, right? It just looks like stuff I would just pile all over the place. And we don't necessarily have a lot of that. It also gives me the feel of like a girl's room. It's got like a little headband, kind of like that. But we don't have a lot of things, I feel like, for desk clutter and home office clutter, right? And by home, I mean literally home. Not a home office that looks like an office, you know, in an office building, but just this sort of place in the kitchen or the breakfast room, you kind of have set up for a little office. This looks like it. I do like it. I do like it. Now, it is $4 for 16 items, so actually a pretty good price. I guess it would just come down with people like, are all of these little clutter items worth it? So, I don't know. It's cute. It's really cute. It's got some great. This is great. I love this. Like it reminds me a little bit of the 90s too for some reason. Like this sort of marble, it looks like someone would have marbled it with a marble kit in the 90s, like faux painted it or something. It so looks like that. So again, it's sparking a little bit of that sort of nostalgia, you know? So I do like it. I don't know. That would be a tough choice. Now, this is our first true CAS kit. I feel like, yes, we got makeup. We got makeup. 2 makeup kits already. This is going to be some clothes. Now, it's $5. It's fitness oriented, which, you know, let's face it, fitness clothes can do double duty in the world, right? Certainly you can wear stuff that you might wear to the gym or wear, you know, jogging or something. You can wear that out. That said, I really don't use fitness wear very much in my game with my Sims, but let's take a look here. For $5, you know, you're getting kind of this cozy fitness or casual. This dress here does look super cool. So again, if this was in the right swatches, I could see dressing, you know, some of my female Sims in that. Look at this sort of mini skirt look there, right? Sort of almost like a tennis skirt. In fact, that reminds me very much of like a tennis outfit, sort of tennis skirt. Very cute. Very, very, very cute. There are 17 items for $5. Not a bad deal. Not a bad deal. If CAS is really your thing, it's probably not really a bad deal at all compared to a Maxis kit. With me, the one stuff that I'm really seeing is that little dress is super cute with this top. It's not, I guess it's just a skirt. I thought maybe it was a full dress, but it's a skirt. So you've got, you know, kind of that outfit is really cute to me. It's a nice outfit kit. It just is not my style. Not my style at all. Not really into that sort of look. And I don't know. Okay, for $4 here, Hydra. Hydra is our next creator. Has done Home Sweet Home. It is obviously a build buy assets. Not build. I don't think there's really been any build so far. It's all been like furnishings. So like buy assets. Like there haven't been any windows, doors, flooring, wallpaper. None of that stuff, now that I think about it. And I guess maybe there's not going to be. Maybe with this launch, it's all just kind of furniture and furnishings. That's kind of too bad. I would love to see some build stuff in here instead of just buy assets, right? Just buy assets. Let's go down here and take a look. That is so cute. I love the dog's outfit. The dog on the sofa by the little stairs. Now, I'm sure the dog cannot really use the stairs because there are no gameplay items in these kits. It does look cute and it does fit with like what someone would do for a little dog or maybe a kitten, like a little kitten to get up on the bed, right? Get up on the sofa. But I don't think it's really $4 for Home Sweet Home. Let's see. Okay, now I'm starting to get this a little bit. I am because it's saying here like candy wrapper, coffee table, bubblegum sofa. Okay, so we're getting a little bit of a candy theme going on here. Now that's making a little more sense now that I read that. Because I was kind of thinking, well, it's kind of a weird sort of shape and style to this stuff. Reminds me a little bit of kids' furniture, you know, which is fine, which is fine. This might make a really cute kids' room or to decorate like a kids' clubhouse type of feel. Or to do maybe a place where kids hang out a lot, like an ice cream parlor, candy shop. Candy shop, of course, it's candy furniture, right? So candy shop, there's some uses for this. It's really not my style, but it is cute. It is cute and it's a cute idea. I think they have a really cute kind of idea and vibe going with it. There's a lot of items here. Let me look at this. Was this $4? Yeah, $4. And there are 22 items, which is probably the best deal, like on a per item basis, right? On a piece count basis. It's probably the best deal so far. It says there's 22 items. First time there's been another page, I think, right? 22 items. So there's quite a few things here, and I get it. Was that, wait. This is cute. This is cute. It's like a cupcake holder, right? Cupcake holder with a little cactus in it. That is cute. Love that. So it's got a real vibe going for it. It's got some great decorative items. Definitely reminds me of like a kid's room or a sort of kid-oriented pack, which is nice. Which is nice. First thing so far, I would count really for kids. I mean, really, I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about it. It's kind of weird. And are these just decorative items? I think so. Like that looks like it could be a little stool. Wouldn't that be a cute stool? I think it'd be a really cute stool. I don't know. I'm almost selling myself on it. Almost convinced myself. My first thought looking at it was, well, this really isn't my style. Really is not my style. But much like that rustic style, the more I'm looking at it and the more I start to think about it, and I think, you know, I could use it here. I could use it there. It would work for this. It would work for that. It is growing on me. This kind of reminds me of like as a kid, when you're like a little kid, how you might try to decorate like your room or something. Because in some ways, this looks to me like you took a sheet and threw it over a chair, right? And kind of tucked it in. That's, you know, the way it kind of hangs to the ground like that. So it does feel to me like, you know, when I was little, I would have gone and got a sheet and thrown it over the chair and tucked it in. I say that from experience, you know, because I wanted the chair to look different. You know, I was redecorating. I wanted my room to look different. And the little cupcake, that's what sold me. The little the little cupcake plant right there. That totally sold me. I can't believe it. It did. It totally sold me. This is $5. It's from Serenity. She's our creator. And it looks like some good casual wear, everyday casual wear. So it's definitely a sort of everyday, you know, it says elevated essentials. So it's the sort of thing you're going to use a lot, right? In your wardrobe at home. We've got this. This is a good picture. You can see kind of some of what's coming with it. Again, I'm afraid with a Cass sort of kit. It's going to come down to those swatches, you know, like how many different variations do we get on a t-shirt, right? Because with Max is a lot, just because it looks like one t-shirt, it might literally be 12 different t-shirts. I mean, yeah, it's the same basic hang, but you'll have 12 different graphics or colors or something like that. So it is going to kind of come down to that a little bit. Oh, but I'll tell you what, I love this jewelry. Love this jewelry. In fact, the picture looks fantastic. Whoever did the picture, I love it. Love the picture. Love this squared off earring. This is really nice jewelry. I don't know if I want to spend $5 for jewelry, but we don't have enough jewelry in game. Yeah, it is $5. We don't have enough jewelry in game, I don't think. And this looks good. This does look good. The jewelry looks very good. Okay, so we have 16 Create-A-Sim items here. Now, we'll say right off the bat, this does not apply to very many people. This is just me. I play with a lot of guy sims, and I am a guy, and there's not a lot here that's going to translate in the traditional male, sort of masculine sense of clothing. And yeah, like I would put a male sim in this sweater. I mean, it's just a cable knit sweater. It looks fine, but I'm afraid the bumps are going to show. Right? Which I've done that before anyway, because there are a few female items that have come from Maxis. I'm like, I just love the way that looks. I'm gonna put that on my male sim. Now, the traditional female breast size is a little distracting on my sim as I switch from clothes to clothes, but I would use this on a male sim, the t-shirt, obviously, the jewelry, all the jewelry I would, earrings too. They look really, really cool. And then we've got some shorts. I would probably put these on a male sim because even as pedal pushers, they would be okay. Even as pedal pushers. I used to love pedal pushers. I had a couple pair, maybe like, gosh, oh my God, forever ago, like 2005-ish. And I loved those things. I got them in Italy. I really loved them. Wore them all the time. But a lot of this, I don't know if I would use for $5. I'd have to really think about it. But I have to think about caskets anyway. And again, I really want to know what swatches it comes with, right? Because if there could be a swatch in there, that I'd be like, okay, yeah. Now I'm going to pay that $5. I am, because if I thought I would use it all the time, I really, really would probably pay that much. The stuff here I would use sometimes. I would, but not very often. Now, little Bo Bub here has given us Grandma's Kitchen. It's 400 coins. I'm going to just call them coins. Moolahs. It's kind of weird to me. I'm going to just call them coins. She does have a picture of the swatches. Hooray. Thank you. Very good idea. So we're going to take a look here and see what we've got. Now, right off the bat, I'm guessing maybe she's going to be a CC creator that does clutter as well. Clutter sells me. I don't even like to do clutter. I like for everything to be cleared off. And I still use clutter all the time in the game. I still go through and put little clutter things out there because I want to, I know a lot of people do like clutter when they download builds. And it does give it a certain sort of lived-in appearance, right? So, and I like to place it myself. Like I would love a blanket and pillows. Like I love the pillows that I could throw on a sofa myself, like a plain sofa. Like I might decide, oh, this sofa for this house, I would love to have a blanket thrown over the arm. Hey, let's do that. I just don't like it when Maxis does it for me. This is definitely food oriented, which again, I do kind of like. It's a lot of fun. Like if you're setting up a little tea vignette or you're setting up a shop or you're setting up grandmother's house, you knew you were coming, so she baked all of your favorite foods, literally all of them. There's 100 things out on the counter, right? Because she wants to make sure you're going to stay for a while. So again, if there are certain clutter items in this that I just couldn't live without, I could definitely see going ahead and getting this. I don't know. What was it for? 400? I gotta keep reminding myself, 400? Was it really 400? Let's take a look and see what we've got. This is a bigger static shot of the clutter items and their swatch varieties. So glad they did that. I'm so glad that they did that. So we've got quite a few, swatches here, 5 different swatches on this sort of shelving unit. What I'm mostly interested in are these food items. Okay, so let me say here real quick. I mean, yeah, for 400 coins, there's 16 items. It's 25 cents per item. And there were a number of swatches, but it is just clutter. But I'm kind of sold on it. I mean, I love this idea for creating a vignette. I love the fact it has this little butter cow. Do we even have a butter cow in game? I don't think so. And yet every home I've ever lived in my life, including this one, including as an adult, I have one of these on the counter with butter in it, right? So I love that. I love the pie. I love this bread. I love the plated version of the pie. All of this is really grabbing me. So I don't know. This might be on the top of the list. It's a little bit country. It's a little homey, but I like it for grandma's house. I just did at grandmother's house, in fact. Maybe that's why I like it so much, because I'm thinking, I'm going to use so many of these things in her house, the house I did. So I do think there's so much charm to it. And again, that sort of nostalgia and charm is really selling me on this set. It's not a bad price, 25 cents per item. Now, a lot of times, we're used to getting bigger pieces, but I think as much work goes into a small piece as a large piece. So from that standpoint, what can I say? I'm really leaning towards this. And it is this bread and and this butter cow and like, the pie. That's what's selling me. That's what's selling me on it. It's kind of weird looking at this to think it's going to be these few simple things, but it is going to be these few simple things on a set like this. I mean, there's a lot of swatches. There's a lot of swatches. I think I'm going to get this one. This is the first one that I'm actually looking at thinking, yeah, I'm going to get this one. This is it. This is one of them. Well, how do we buy this? How do we buy this? So I just buy it? Let's try it right now. Now I was going to wait till the end, and we've still got a couple more things to go through, but let's go through real quick. Let's buy one right now. Let's buy it right now. I'm going to buy it right now. So I hit buy, and it shows me my balance afterwards, $4, but I'm still going to do it. So it's purchased, it's owned, disable automatic downloads. Is it downloading automatically? Maybe. We'll see. We'll see if it downloads automatically. And so that's my very first purchase, was clutter, and I don't even like clutter. I want everything to be like cleared off, right? I want all my surfaces cleared, but I just love it. I love it. I love whoever did, who was it? Little Bo Bub? Love it. Good. Yeah, that was a hit. That's a hit for me. Now, this is a touch of modern nobility, and I do like it. The only thing I don't like so far, I don't see any guys' outfits here. I shouldn't say guys. I don't see any traditionally masculine looking items here. Because, again, as a guy, I don't know. I could put a guy in this one. That looks pretty good. That's pretty hot, right? For the right type of look. So it's $300 though for this set. Is it just these 3 items? We'll see. They look good. They look really good. I do really like them. It's also got a couple of pairs of shoes. It's got these little kind of, I don't know. What kind of shoes are those? Big square heel shoes, right? So here's where we are. We've kind of got these things. The socks are cute like that. We've got, I like this corset look. I like this sort of peasant blouse type of look. It is a good set. There are 9 items. So not too bad of a price. I mean, a little above that 25-cent per item price. I love this color though. The green with the gold and this color gold, I mean, it looks really beautiful. Now, I mean, that is true. I don't know that I would buy it, but it looks very, very good. And I think someone else will. I think someone else will buy it. If you love to do female Sims, you love to do female cast, Sims, it looks gorgeous. It looks really, really good. Now, here are some more shoes, and these are the sort of shoes I like these stiletto heels and stuff. Oh, and I love that in gold. Oh my God. I'm already in love. Now, this is $300. These are all shoes. We're going to see what kind of shoes we get. These shoes will work for men too, and I think I see some like tennis shoe type shoes. So this is definitely a unisex type pack. In that it's both masculine and feminine sort of looking, right? Love those too. Oh, see, the shoes might get me. The shoes might get me. Let's take a look here. We've got 300 coins. These are the looks we're going down here. I do love them. Yeah, I love the heels on those. Sort of pointed toe. Very, very nice. Okay, so there's 8 items here. It's $3. That is a little bit pricey. We're going to call it a little bit pricey. However, I'm going to say I love these shoes and these shoes especially as far as like just general shoes for everybody. These are okay, but I think we have this in game. I love these. Oh my God, these are so great. I really love these stilettos with the gold heel. In fact, all of these look really, really good. This is what I was talking about, about nighttime wear, sort of nightlife wear. I love those. So, I mean, looking at it, and from the start, when I saw it on the screen earlier, it's $3, but the shoes are the sort of shoes I think I would use a lot in game, especially this and this, maybe that too. And these, for like evening wear, formal wear, stuff like that. Love it, love it, love it. So, it's a personal taste for everybody. I wish we could see more swatches, like I've said a million times already during these videos. Would love to see some more swatches. We're getting a little bit of an idea. in the pictures that are yeah, this is one I think I probably will buy. If I'm going to buy a CAS-oriented kit, I think it'll probably be this one. Now, the last thing we have to look at is Perry Sims here, Perry Sim. I do recognize that name. I actually recognize Little Bo Bub as well, and Serenity. But Perry Sims here, I do recognize that name. It's 400 coins. I keep wanting to say dollars. 400 coins, and I love this. Oh my God, I saw this picture, like when it was part of the promo pictures. I love it. I know I'm going to buy this one. I know. Because from the start, I mean, I thought unless it's just crazy price, even if it's crazy price, probably would have, even if it's crazy price, because I love this furniture. I love it. I love the way it looks. I love the rounded lines. We're going to go down so we can see it, static remaining still. I don't know how many items come with this, but I know I love it. I don't know how many swatches come with it, but I know I just love it. I really, really, really do. Now we have 11 items. It is what, 400 coins, right? Yeah, 400 coins for 11 items. So yeah, a little bit high, but not really that high. And I'm telling you, this is the sort of stuff I would use the hell out of. Plus I have a build in particular in my head that I want to use it on. I mean, like literally, this is exactly what I've been looking for a particular build. It's already built. I've had it built for a long time. And this, especially this chair and this ottoman, oh my God. So, I mean, in my head, and is that a lamp? Oh my, can I see the lamp better? Is it up here? Oh, I just love it. I just love it. I do. So I already have, like I said, this idea in my head. I have a build I wanted it for the first time I saw it. And my thought was, I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. This is definitely on my list. Last one that we're going to see. This is definitely on my list. I mean, I love it. It's got a great kind of 80s, 90s vibe. Like this reminds me of a tour share I had in the 90s. Set my house on fire with it. I did too. But I had a halogen tour share a little bit like that in the 90s. And I did set my house. I did not set my house on fire. I did not. My ex-partner set my house on fire with that lamp because in his infinite wisdom, he wanted more natural light. So he took these curtains that were hanging over the window and he piled them up on top of that lamp to get them out of the way of the window. Because he was doing art. He was going to draw or something. And he wanted more natural light. And then still wasn't enough lighting. So he turned on that lamp. And I don't know how many people have dealt with a halogen lamp. Like back in the 90s, that was literally a health hazard. They were gorgeous. It was gorgeous. The lamp was gorgeous. I still regret not having that lamp. Probably couldn't get light bulbs for it anymore. But the lamp was gorgeous. But the halogen bulb would burn your ass. Like it'd burn the skin off your fingers. And I'm not kidding. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Don't put cloth on it. So anyway, he piled it up there. He turns the lamp on. It sets those curtains on fire. They burn. They're burning right up the wall. He's like, the house is on fire. I'm coming down the stairs. I'm like, what the hell? Oh my God. So he's carrying like glasses of water from the sink. I'm like, go get the water hose, which is right outside the front door. This is in the living room, Go get the water hose. And I'm calling 911 because there's smoke everywhere. I mean, it happened fast because it went from the curtains to the plants to the sofa, and the carpet. All of it was on fire. All of it. And it's burning up the wall. I'm just like, oh my God, I'm going to lose everything I own. And I'm going to burn up in this house trying to put this fire out. We did put the fire out, though. We did put the fire out. I still have I think it's mostly gone now, to scar for a long time on the top of my hand where I pulled the curtains down to keep them from setting the ceiling on fire. Landed on my hand. So, caught my hand on fire. A little bit. Just a burn. Not really caught on fire. Just burned it. But I did lose my sofa, and I lost my lamp, and I lost the table, and I lost the carpet. Lost a whole bunch of plants. Lost those curtains. All right. Lost all that stuff. Anyway, I love it. That lamp brings back such memories, right? Just seeing this set brings back such memories. but I do love it. I really am very, 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 very happy to see this. I'm definitely going to buy it. I'm going to buy it right now. Let's go ahead and just get it right now. It's 400. Let's buy that. So far, what have we spent? 300 and 400, 700. Let's buy it. Okay, maybe, and hopefully it'll download. Oh, it did. Oh my God, just saw that. Oh, okay. So it was downloading. It had like a little bar and it showed the downloading like right there where I was doing it. So awesome. Awesome, awesome. All this stuff should be downloaded. Take a quick look at it here in a bit. But first, I'm going to go through all of these things again and decide if there's anything else I am going to buy right now. I don't have to. I don't have to. And I'm buying it with EA's money, though. Might as well, right? Buying it with EA's money, so I might as well. Let's see here. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to get, is this. I'm going to go ahead and buy this. It is a little expensive. It is a little expensive. I'll own up to that. It's about 50 cents an item, but I love the look of it. I'm a little nervous because I hope I really like the swatches. I mean, I like this swatch, right? I really like this swatch a lot. But it looks like there's also other swatches for the paintings, which I really like. And it does have a style, it has that sort of, like I said, sort of 80s looking sort of style. So I'm going to go ahead and get this. This is the next one. Okay, so I do want to get something new for Cass. Since this is the launch, right? I do want to get something new for Cass. I'm going to go with these shoes. Now again, I think what did we have here? 8 pairs of shoes for $3. Yeah, a little bit on the pricier side, but I do think I'm going to use them a lot, and I'm just risking that it's going to come in enough swatch options that I'm going to, it's going to work. Plus, it should work for guys as well as women, and typically when you put men in a shoe designed for a woman, it doesn't look that odd. And some of those I just love. I mean, I'm going to use them a lot. Okay, I had to do it. I had to do it. I had to do it. I'm going to go with this, what is this called? Snazzy living room or something like that. Snazzy living room. I'm going to go with that. I love the colors here, especially love that orange. Super cool. Love the shape of the furniture. Again, it's got a real 80s vibe. I'm going to do an 80s house, obviously, because I'm getting so much furniture that kind of feels like that tone to me, kind of feels like that era to me. So I really like this. There's a lot of, and she really does show you like how many, swatches there are. There's something like 12 different colors and maybe, I think it said 8 different wood tones. So that's quite a few swatches. So I'm going to do this, and it's only $400. And I think what we're looking at here, you can see there's only, like 6 of the sofas and 6 of the love seats. But I think they all each sofa comes in all of these colors. Each love seat comes in all of those colors. So for 400, coins, right? 400 coins here. I think that's really a good deal. I hope the other things I've bought that we don't know the swatches on, I hope that they live up to this, because I do think this is really quite a good deal. And I do love the look of it. It's not like anything else we have. By and large, the things here, like, I love that lamp, right? Isn't that awesome? I love that. So we're going to go with that. Okay, so this one I'm really torn on, because this is the one at first I was like, well, it's not really my style. And then the more I looked at it, I was like, oh, I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it is my style. I do really like it. I do really, really, really like it. It's $4, and I don't know. I guess this little chair in particular, I just love it. There is really just something going on here with me in this set. So yeah, let's do that one. This really reminds me of the Sims 3 store a lot, because it is really, really kind of draws you in, right? And there's so much stuff here that's new, and I love new stuff. I love it. As a builder, I especially love it. I love new stuff. I'm very torn here. Both of them, no matter which I bought, or both, I'm going to have to get more coins, right? And that's how they bring you in, right? It's like, okay, well, you need 100 more coins if you want that. Okay, so now here's the crazy thing. So I went in to do the transaction, and it says my micro content spend limit is 0. Oh, I wonder where I need to change that. It says something about changing in settings. That thing's gone now, but I don't my micro content spend limit is 0. So I guess you'll have to change that somehow. Okay, so there is a place in settings in the EA app under your like profile where you can manage your profile. And under that, there is a selection to, you know, change your payment and wallet. Okay, with the EA app, that is in there. And then you have to change, you know, your spending limits to whatever you may want that to be. So once I got that taken care of, it did work. It did work after that. Okay, so I am really torn. I did go ahead and buy some more coins. And then while I was going through that whole process, some of the saner voices in my head said, I don't know. Do I really want it? I'm just not sure. On one hand, I do because I think it looks really cute and really sweet. Both this and this. And then on the other hand, I'm like, yeah, but are you really going to use that? And that's the thing to be careful of with these sort of setups, these sort of in-game purchases. It's very easy to think, oh, but I'm just adore the little, you know, cactus in a cupcake, right? And I do. And I do, and it's very cute and it's very sweet. And like, I just love this sort of bent, whatever it is, object day art. I just love that. And I do, right? I mean, I really do. But I'm not sure if I'm actually going to use this stuff enough to justify a purchase. Okay. Okay. And in the end, I'm not going to go with either one of those. I'm going to go with this. I think I'm going to give this a try. I'm a little nervous that it's not too much like stuff we already have in game, but there are definitely some things here that I very much like and I really think I'll use. I could be totally wrong. I could be totally wrong. Maybe I won't, but I'm going to try this. I'm going to try this one. We're going to go ahead and get that. We'll buy it. We will download it. There it goes, downloading in. And we'll see what that's like in game. And then the rest of the money I'm going to hold on to. Hopefully there's enough stuff coming in the future that I'll actually spend that. Because I am concerned about it. Like I bought the big package because you do get like 10% more by buying the bigger package, which is the equivalent of like a free kit, right? So I thought, okay, let's do it. This is an investment for the future. It's an investment for the future. We'll do this investment for the future. And to go ahead, so I've got plenty left, so I don't know, but hopefully they will. Now we're going to get into game and take a look at some of this stuff in real life and see what it's like. But that's going to be in video number 2. This video is already drug out a while. I've actually spent more than 2 hours at this, which I can't believe has been that long. But I'm going to do a separate video where we'll actually look at the packs that I did buy, because I think there's going to be a lot of stuff to look through, and that's going to drag this video out considerably more. So we'll do that next. But in the meantime, let's talk real quick just about this service and this sort of system. These are in-game transactions, of course, microtransactions, although they add up really, really fast to macro transactions, right? You're going to spend a lot of money really quick. And as you saw me as I'm going through this, it is very easy to talk yourself into something. It's very easy to look at it and think, I don't know, it's really not my style. And then by the time you're done looking at it, it's your style. Right? That's exactly what you want to check out. Now, it was a little bit easier for me because the money I just spent, nearly all of it came from EA, so it was free, right? So it was a lot easier to make those decisions. The only thing I spent on my money was like $2, right? $2. But it is still easy, especially if you're younger. But no, not even that, because I'm an adult. I'm an adult, and I was still pulling out that card. I was getting ready to just buy a whole bunch more stuff, right? And if it hadn't stopped me and said, well, you can't spend, you don't have anything set up to allow microtransactions, then I might have bought, another $10 worth of stuff, right? So it can be really easy to get kind of sucked in to that. So that's the only thing I could really say about it. I don't know the quality yet. We'll check out the quality when we're actually looking through these items in game. All in all, it's a little more expensive than a Maxis kit overall, by and large, to kind of a medium more expensive, but it will depend on kind of how many swatches there are and how often you're going to use it. I don't think it's a horrible price compared to the price of a Maxis kit. So if they can actually come out with stuff that is these makers, that is different, that sets it apart from what Maxis is providing, that would be great. I mean, one thing I will say, the kits I was most excited about here are the ones that don't look like stuff we already have. Now, I downloaded some things that do look like stuff we already have, at least to some extent, like this Reader's Nook. It's still on the screen, right? Still going across the screen. But I would rather have things that are really unusual. And I don't know how many makers are actually going to do that, but that's really what I would look for out of this system, is kind of niche type stuff. Now, of course, they want to make a profit and they put a lot of time into it. And so, yeah, I get where it's real tempting to try to create something you think is going to have really broad appeal, right? Really broad appeal. But Maxis has already done that with a lot of stuff. I mean, a lot of what Maxis puts out, that's exactly what they're thinking too, is broad appeal so we can sell a lot of it. So I get why an individual doing this would think that way, and I probably would think that way myself. If I'm putting time into something and trying to build a following and a career and make it worthwhile, I can definitely see that. But the things I was most excited for were those 2 packs that were so different, with the rounded, curved, soft furniture. Actually 3 packs, because 6Ams was also like that. The sort of rounded edges, rounded, curved feel to the furniture. So that's kind of where I stand on that. Everyone will have to make their own decision. I know some people do not like this. They do not like this idea at all. And there's a lot of concern there. There's a lot of things to be concerned about. I think it's okay. I think it's okay because it's voluntary, and it's going to be really tempting, but I still think it's okay. And if you don't like it, and even if you just have a philosophical difference with it, then just don't use it. If people don't use it, it'll close. It'll go away if people don't use it, or they'll stop making stuff for it if people don't use it. And I really hope that this does not replace Maxis-led packs and Maxis-led endeavors, because there's only so much reskinned chair I'm gonna want to use, right? And I hope it expands to include mod type stuff, like gameplay type items. I know a lot of people, when it comes to custom content, that's some of their favorite stuff. And it needs more build stuff too, because so far there are no doors, there's no windows, there's no toilets, there's no all of this stuff that we use to build the house that we're going to put all this stuff in. So that also I would like to see change in the future. But until that time, please hit like, subscribe, and notify. The very next video that will come out pretty much concurrently will be my looking through this stuff in game. So please hit like, subscribe, and notify. Please watch that video. And until that video, or whatever video it is that you watch next, thanks for watching.